Hi, my name is Christina Hyatt, and I'm an OTAN subject matter expert. This is the final video that I will be making about the ASAP Canvas integration. The purpose of this video is to discuss the final 5 steps that are discussed on ASAP's website. Creating a class, connecting an ASAP class to a Canvas course, creating an enrollment in Canvas, dropping a student, and canceling a class. Let's jump over to the ASAP website. Since we've already covered how to configure Canvas, let's look at the next one, creating a class. I won't go through the instructions because I feel like they're detailed enough that you'll be successful. I do want to emphasize that as long as we mark the class as being held online and mark that the provider is Canvas, that when we create the class in ASAP, it will be created in Canvas as well. I've always felt that creating a Canvas class from a class already in ASAP is misnamed and misleading. A better name might be connecting an ASAP class to a Canvas course. If you look at the bottom of these instructions, it tells you your class will now be created in Canvas. But if you read the instructions more carefully, it tells you that it is connecting you to a Canvas course that has already been created. So keep in mind that if the ASAP class was not created and marked as online at the time of creation, you will have to create the course in Canvas and then connect them together. I found that creating an enrollment in Canvas works as long as you've created the class in ASAP and marked it as an online course connected to Canvas. The Canvas course is automatically created, and from that time forward, every enrollment in ASAP will automatically be placed in the Canvas course. However, I found that if you create them separately, like we discussed in the previous step, then the enrollment does not work that way. Instead, you will have to do the manual enrollment that we discussed in the previous video. You would do this by clicking on the ellipses and choosing Fix Canvas Enrollment. And that would need to be done for each enrollment that happens through ASAP. The next process is dropping a student, and I have found that this works whether you use the manual connection or the automatic connection. If you drop a student in ASAP, it will mark them as deactivated in Canvas instead of deleted. The advantage of this is that if the student comes back, they will not lose their progress, whereas if they were deleted, they would lose all progress in the course. The final process is cancel a class. Well, I don't have any experience with canceling a class and dropping all students. I did try canceling a class and not dropping the students option. What I found is that while the class did get canceled in ASAP, it did not affect my course in Canvas at all. So it seems like this might still be a bug that still needs to be worked out. The system's not perfect, but I know it's going to continue to get better. I appreciate your time today in learning more about these processes. If you want more information about the Canvas ASAP integration, you can request a workshop for your agency by emailing support@otan.us. Thank you.